Well, good morning, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Harley Day Rider. On this lovely, very lovely August, I think it's the 30th today, actually. August the 30th? Is that right? No, it's Monday. On the way to work, and decided to get you guys to ride along with me there. What a wonderful, wonderful weekend I had this weekend. And what an exciting morning it has been already. Just talking to Mrs. HDR. So let's back it up. Let's start off with the wonderful, wonderful weekend. So what happened Saturday? Saturday is kind of a blur because Sunday was so good. Did you ever do that? One weekend day is so bad there. There's a bike. One weekend day is so bad, and not bad. I guess Saturday was okay. I just don't remember a lot of it. That's interesting. I do know that my lovely wife brought home a movie on Saturday that we did watch together. It was very good. It was funny. It was called, I think it was called The Bad Boss. It was a good movie. We did watch that in the evening. And I think that was Saturday. Anyway, let's move on to Sunday. So Sunday, my cousin Jeff, you've seen Jeff riding before with me, gave me a call and said, "Hey HDR, we're going for a ride. Me and my buddy. I wanted to see if you wanted to tag along with us." And I said, "Hey, why in the heck not?" You know, so I said, "I got church first, though. I can't go until after church. I mean, I got to go." To church, you know, I get out of church about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll still have plenty of daylight, plenty of time left. So Jeff says, "Well, that's fine." He said, "Can you meet me at 11 o'clock in Washington?" And I said, "Absolutely." So I came home from church. I threw a pair of boots on and grabbed one of my Harley shirts, because I don't ordinarily wear Harley shirts to church. Not that I have not, I just don't normally do it. And I took off to Washington. So I met him there. We took a long ride down Route 88 out of Fredericktown. So if you look at a map for Fredericktown, Pennsylvania, we took Route 88. And with his buddy leading the way, man, what a road. Jeff said later on, that has to almost be like Pennsylvania's Small Tail the Dragon. There were so many bends. The bike, as soon as you would lean right, you'd be leaning left. As soon as you lean left, you'd be leaning right. And we had a remarkable ride. The only problem is with yesterday was one of those rides, you know, where it was almost 100 degrees, and it was just, oh man, unbelievably hot, and really, really warm. But anyway, we took a ride to a Harley shop called Triple S Harley Shop in Morgantown, West Virginia. So if you want to look that up. And I got firsthand to see the new 107s. I didn't get to test ride any. They didn't look like they were too interested in letting me take a test ride, so I didn't push the issue. But check out this Road King, this orange Road King 107 right now. And the guy walks over to me after I looked at that bike. He goes, "Sir," he said, "that bike really caught your eye, didn't it?" He said, "You might want to buy that bike." And I said, "Actually, no. Actually, I love the Road King. I think the Road King is a fantastic riding motorcycle, and I wouldn't mind owning one. But would I buy an orange? Absolutely not. That's just not my color. If it's your color, then good for you." I told you Mrs. HDR told me at the Rib Cook-Off, we were looking at some newer motorcycles. And she said, "Well, the next one you buy," she said, "it has to be a colored motorcycle. It can't be black again." And she said, "I know traditionally Harleys are black, you know, because you got to look like, you know, like a badass, and they got to be black. But she said, I want you to have a nice, shiny, bright colored motorcycle, something really good looking." So that will be my next bike. Something not necessarily a Road King. The Street Glide I've been looking at, and then the Road Glide has been catching my eye. Believe it or not, the Road Glide's catch my eye. But I'm still very much in love with the Harley Heritage. I think the Heritage is a wonderful riding motorcycle. It feels like you're riding on a recliner. My cousin Jeff sat on my bike yesterday. He said, "Yeah, your bike kind of feels like a recliner." I said, "Well, thank you." Now he drives the Fat Bob. I told you. I think I told you that. Fat Bob, Fat Boy. One of those. Is it a Fat Boy? I don't know. I think it's a Fat Boy. Anyway, he drives the same bike that Henry rides, and you know, he wants to get the handlebars redone because the handlebars are a little bit lower reach than he wants, and I definitely agree with that. And he also wants to look into a new seat of some sort, and I agree with that too. The seat on that particular bike, you know, it's comfortable, but you know, like he said, it's a little wide. Your legs are really like bowed out on that seat, so I think that's something that's going to have to be addressed. But I told him, I said, when we buy a Harley, and I discussed this with you guys before, you know, when we buy these Harley Davidsons, I talked to the salesman, I said, why don't they just, you know, you need like a menu. Like you can go buy a hamburger and say, I want lettuce, pickles, hot pepper, cheese, and mayonnaise. Why can't you do that with a Harley? And I bet you could go in and say, look, I want, you know, I want Screaming Eagle slip-on pipes. I want true dual headers. My pipes changed out to true duals. I want this particular seat put on the bike, and I'm sure they'll do that for you. Oh, don't do it, mister. Come on. Thank you. Okay. So that was our ride yesterday. We clocked about, well, I clocked about 135 miles total. So not, you know, in some of you guys' eyes, not the biggest adventure in the world, but it was a very nice day. It was supposed to thunderstorm, and Jeff said, look, at best it's going to be spotty. And I said, okay, Jeff. I said, I'm going to go for it. I mean, I got rain gear. And after taking that trip with rain, the least thing that bothers me in my lifetime is riding in the rain. I really don't care anymore. And we talked about that. You know, if I have my choice, I won't. But if I get caught in it, I'm not going to, you know, sit by the roadside and start crying or something like, oh my God, I can't go home. You know, throw my rain suit on out of the saddlebag and take off. So that's just the way you'd handle things. All right, so before I end my journey with you this morning, let's talk to you about this morning then. That was yesterday. It went well. As I showed you, we've seen the new 107s, and it was a good day. This morning, I'm sitting eating my breakfast, and oh, look at the fog coming up here, guys. Woo! You ain't gonna be able to see anything in here. So, wow, it's really laying out there. So, Mrs. HDR comes up behind me and she goes, hey, Saturday we got to do something with that front deck. Now, we just pressure washed our deck about a month ago. So, we got to get some varnish or stain or some Thompson's water sealer on there. Excuse me. I said, okay, hon, that sounds great. She goes, and on Sunday, since we're off Monday, on Sunday, I want to go for a ride with you somewhere. She said, just the two of us. It would be so nice. And I said, okay, well, you mean in the car? And she goes, are you just crazy? And I said, what, hon? Because, you know how she feels about the motorcycle. She goes, no. She said, I want to take a ride with you somewhere on the motorcycle. You know, and stay overnight somewhere. So take a nice long journey somewhere together. So I am mapping that out currently, trying to figure out where to go. Once I figure that out, I will share it with you folks. And we will film some of it. I'm sure we'll record some of it for the YouTube channel here of where we go. And I got an idea. It's going to be about a 3, maybe a 4-hour ride. And she said, that's okay. We'll just leave early in the morning, 7 o'clock or so, and get on the road. I said, I looked at her and my jaw kind of dropped. I said, who am I married to? You know? I mean, granted, it's a rib cook-off. I just, you know, I bought her a brand new Harley shirt. So maybe now she's a Harley babe. I don't know. Before I'd ask her to go to a bike night, you know, 10 minutes from home. She's like, I don't know if I want to ride. And now she's asking me to go for a motorcycle ride and a trip at that. So brighter days are coming. I'm really, really proud of her for starting to, you know, I think she likes to ride because I like to ride. I think that's a couple thing. So it's a give and take. right, folks. Well, I hope you have a good work day today, and well, I pray that I have a good work day today. I got a lot on my table this morning, so a lot to get accomplished, and I'm sure I'll get it done. 17 years under my belt of doing this, I'm sure, without a doubt, that I can get it done. It's not a big deal. Nothing to worry about. So, alright everybody, well, have a great day today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, don't forget that. A lot of us forget to hit that little thumbs up button on people's videos, and I've been doing a good job keeping track of that and hitting the thumbs up on all the videos. Traffic jam today, huh, guys? We don't see this that much on this road. We don't see that this much on this road at all. Little traffic jam, traffic tie-up. Alright, well, as I said, I'll talk to you next time. Remember, ride your own ride. I always tell you that. Jeff was laughing yesterday when he said that. He told his buddy, he said, Jack always says ride your own ride. He said, and there was somebody on a Can-Am Spider in front of us going the speed limit yesterday, and he was just so mad. And I said, Jeff, they are riding their own ride. If that's what they're comfortable doing, you can't knock it, Alright, we'll talk to you next time here on Harley Day Rider. I'll be down and out once again in southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now, everybody.